It's December 6th. I'm on call. It's actually my third to last week of call. And we are in the process of packing things up. So that's one of the things I do on call weekends is hang out at home and pack things up because I'm frequently interrupted with phone calls and pages. So yeah, I have 3 more weeks to carry this thing around. Um, and because I'm going to be packing up my office in little bits, I thought this is like the last area of the office that I would memorialize for, um, for the future. So I've taken people through the exam rooms and the hallways, so we'll finish up in the office. This has been probably I've spent more time here than my home over the last 20 years. And it's a comfortable office, and I really like it very much. Couch. I've taken many naps on this couch. It's a nice couch. It belongs to the office, though. I got this blanket when I was 40, did the Ironman there. Pictures on the wall. This is Copper Basin up at Holden. It's a place we can hike to. That's Heart Lake, also at Holden. So those two pictures are Holden Village, which, if you haven't heard me talk about, is kind of a special place for us. These are pictures I purchased, but of course, Three Sisters, taken in Bend, Mount Hood from Trillium Lake right there. And this is another view of, it's an original watercolor from Holden. This is kind of the whatever. Anyways, so that's kind of special. And then my wife bought me this because, I like trees. If you don't know by now, you should. Check this out. This truck was made for me by a patient. Thank you, Michael. He did a lot of detail work, and he put that truck together for me. He knew I liked climbing trees, and so this is my trucking company. So over the years, patients have done amazing things for me, and it's really cool. This is what a bungee cord looks like. They retire the bungee cords in New Zealand after so many uses, and then cut them into pieces and sell them. So when you go bungee jumping, which I have done in New Zealand, this is what your life's depending on, is hundreds of these just little bungee things, and it's going to break. And this is a piece of climbing rope, poison ivy climbing rope. I didn't like the built-in split there, so I had to cut it off. But if you don't know by now, I do a lot of climbing with that. So this, my desk area, the joke is I've got, 4 screens here. This is hooked up to the regular internet, which we can't have hooked up to our EMR just because of safety reasons and viruses and that kind of thing. So this is where I do my main charting over here. You can watch people come in from the front there. For a while, I had a walking treadmill in here, and it's no longer there. But so I can bring my wireless keyboard up here. This screen will mirror that screen, and it's kind of my stand-up work desk here, so I can move the keyboard over and chart standing up if I want. And for a while, I could walk on the treadmill at the same time I charted. So my sit-down stand-up desk is right there. Some family photos that have been sitting here for a long time. My kids are not that small anymore. When they were building this office, I was very pleased to see that they put the electrical panels in my office. So occasionally people have to come in here and switch a circuit breaker. So that's been kind of a pain, but I try to dress them up as much as possible. This was a painting made for me by a patient. Thank you, Sarah. Drawing from my son, Ben, drawing from my daughter, Becca. I'm sorry, Anna. Just various stuff around here I've collected over the years. This Goofy's Challenge, anyways. That was so. Yeah, 2 things from races. So that's from a race, and then over here these little wristbands. Every loop of the Ironman, which was 3 loops to do the marathon, they would give you an extra wristband. So that's what those are. This is my bookcase. It used to be filled with books, and I've packed most of them away. American Family Physician, which is a great magazine. Still have some reference books here, some reference books here, printer, inbox mail, more pictures of my wife, some books I like, and other things up there. So, yeah. That's my baby. That's my surfboard, my 9.4 degree 33 78-liter longboard, single fin. First surfboard I ever had, only surfboard I ever have, although I hope to change that this year as I get to Gisborne. This is where we record to make sure that we're meeting our, you know what, you don't need to know about it, just metrics and business of medicine. And then just running stuff. So over the years when I've done my triathlon or marathon events, I've hung the medals here. You know, some of these are pretty short. These are just a lot of like Olympic distance triathlons, but Eugene Marathon, this was my latest, the Ironman New Zealand. So this and this are my two longest races. Those are both Ironmans. I did a couple half Ironmans. And then Disney World does a thing where you run a half marathon on Saturday and a full marathon on Sunday. And when you do the half on Saturday and the full on Sunday, then you also get a Goofy trophy. So I did that in 2007, so 11 years ago, 10 years ago, 11, whatever. Yeah, so, and here's where I hang my stethoscopes. Green for when I'm wearing a green shirt, and blue for when I'm wearing a blue shirt. So that is my office. I really love this office. I've spent a lot of time here over the years. I will miss it a lot. It's kind of my sanctuary when outside the door things get really busy. So it's been good to me, and I don't think wherever I go I will ever get an office as kind of cozy and welcoming and as functional as this. So I'm definitely not taking these last 5 months for granted, and thankful to my partners and everybody else for having had such a good place to spend hundreds and thousands of hours. And that will do it for my office, and I think that's the last of my videos from West Hills.